freaking go! Freaking blew out the Knicks. 20 freaking point blowout. 102 to 122. This is possibly one of the weirdest seasons I've ever experienced as a fan, at least this early into the year. Because you go from at the beginning of the season hoping to be one of the better teams in the East. You start out the first 5 games only winning like 1 or 2 of them. And then you go up until, yesterday, where it was just we were mediocre, attendance was dwindling, everything was down. And then the front office says, we're going to rebuild. We're gonna start looking for trades for some of these guys. We're going to trade them for picks and young players, and we're going to rebuild. And now we're on a 2-game winning streak, and we just beat one of the best defensive teams in the NBA by 20 points. I don't know if it's the trade rumors that made these guys click, but something made these guys click tonight that, we've seen it on nights where we've played really good teams, like when we beat the Bulls, when we beat the Jazz, when we beat the Heat, when we beat these decent or good teams, when we beat the Wizards last night, at least, yeah, that was a win, right? It was a win? I don't know. But, you see these glimpses of how good this team could be. And then, usually the way this goes is the next 5 games we lose all of them, and it looks like we're completely discombobulated. I don't know if it's the trade rumors that's making these guys click. I don't know if Rick Carlisle got fed up and, it's just, throwing things at the wall to see what's going to stick. I don't know. But whatever it is that made you play like this, keep it up. Because if you can win like this consistently, that's a good thing. If we don't have to rebuild, that's a good thing. If we don't have to go through 5 years of sucking, that's a good thing. Because I think we do have the makeup of a team that could make a playoff run. Everybody knows that. But it's whether or not we can be consistent with it. Because, you've got good young guys on this team. Chris Duarte looks like the next freaking Reggie Miller. This dude's breaking rookie records and competing with rookie records that only Reggie Miller had as a rookie, really. So that's why I'd call him the next Reggie Miller. He just has that mentality. He has that feel to him, That's why I'm calling him the next Reggie Miller. I know that's a really high bar to clear, but I think he can clear it. And, Isaiah Jackson looks like he's going to be a good center. And then Miles, Domas, they're still younger and they're freaking good. LeVert looks like he's finally kind of found his groove. He's playing like Karis LeVert. Malcolm Brogdon isn't turning over the ball as much, and he's consistently scoring here and there, and he's not chucking up as many stupid shots. Brad Wanamaker's still Brad Wanamaker. He had a decent game tonight, but Jeremy Lamb didn't do much tonight, but he still got playing time. O'Shea Brissett. See what happens when you play O'Shea Brissett? Usually when we play O'Shea Brissett in consistent minutes like this, we win games. It's because the dude fights for rebounds, tries to get us second chance points. He is a huge difference maker when our bench goes out there. Keelan Martin got some consistent minutes, did a decent job with him. He was good on defense, a bit inconsistent on offense. Torrey Craig got some rotational minutes, and that was nice. A little bit here and there can never hurt because he's a defensive, tough, scrappy player. You can never complain about him going in. And I always want to see him get minutes in a game because usually when he gets minutes, we do good. It does hurt that we have TJ out and we have Justin Holiday out and we have TJ Warren out. But when we bring these guys back, I think we should try and keep some of these guys in the lineup. Because I feel like when we do this, we keep the wrong guys in the rotation. So, when Justin Holiday comes back, because he looks like he's the closest. When Justin Holiday comes back, I think Justin Holiday should go back on the bench. Because we were losing when he was starting. Justin Holiday goes back on the bench. You kick Jeremy Lamb out of the rotation. Not O'Shea Brissett. You kick Jeremy Lamb out. Not O'Shea. Jeremy Lamb is a good scorer, but O'Shea generates more points with his rebounds, his defense, and his own scoring than Jeremy Lamb does with his admittedly very good three-point shooting. Then, when TJ comes back, you kick Brad Wanamaker out of the rotation, not O'Shea Brissett. When TJ Warren comes back, maybe you relegate Duarte to the bench. Maybe you relegate him to the bench. I say you probably start TJ for a few games and see how it goes, and have TJ come off the bench for a few games, see how it goes, and whichever one is better, that's where you put TJ. And I feel like TJ's better. He's cool with whatever role he takes on because he just wants to help the team win. And the guy you'd probably kick out of the rotation with that. Ooh, that's kind of tough. I don't want to see O'Shea leave. I don't want to see Keelan Martin leave, and I don't want to see Torrey Craig leave, because those are really the only guys that are kind of left. So probably you just try. I don't know. Maybe you just lessen some of their minutes, I guess. You try and keep guys that can contribute in the rotation as much as possible. I just don't want to see O'Shea Brissett be the first guy out of the rotation, because he helps us win basketball games. Whenever he gets rotational minutes and not just some stupid garbage time minutes, whenever he gets rotational minutes in the middle of games, it helps us keep our lead because he plays hard no matter what. Even when the people around him kind of lay back, sit back, and relax, his motor stays running. He keeps on trying, and he fights for rebounds. He plays good defense. He scores. He prevents us from blowing these leads. Because I've noticed that. I don't know if anybody else has, but he keeps us from blowing these leads. And I just don't see why he's the first out of the rotation whenever someone comes back from an injury. So when Justin Holiday gets back in probably 5 or 4 days, I don't want to see O'Shea be the first one out of the rotation and Brad Wanamaker still getting minutes. That's not how this should go. Or Jeremy Lamb still getting minutes. Not how this should go. But this is a good team win. I mean, really, most of the guys play good. It's just, if we can do this on a nightly basis, we will be a good basketball team. We won't have to rebuild, and we can make a run in the playoffs. Not saying we're a championship contender if we play like this every night. That's a big if. If we play like this every night, we're a team that gets eliminated in probably the second round. But we still have a lot of young guys developing, and if they improve and consistently get better in just as much time it would take us to complete a rebuild, we could be a championship contender as long as we develop guys and keep guys under contract and get rid of the guys who hurt us and just make smart decisions. But if we frickin' go on a huge losing streak, I could definitely see us just trading everyone away. Just trading everyone away. Also, I knew it was Herb Simon who was holding back this frickin' team. I don't like the dude. He's cheap. He's a terrible owner. Can't see into and think about the future whatsoever. Only cares about making money. He doesn't care if the team's good, if the team's bad. As long as the team makes him money, he's fine with it. And I don't like those type of owners because they're fine with mediocrity as long as the fans still support it. That's why I want Jim Irsay to buy the team, because he actually cares if the team does good. Please, Jim Irsay, please buy the Pacers. I need you to. I need you to. I'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny. And tomorrow, Red Wings hockey, Purdue basketball. It's going to be a fun day. I'm going to enjoy it. Yeah. See you guys next time.
Just got unlucky on a few plays tonight. One of those plays, I thought he was standing still, but he just hit the shit out of that one guy, and the guy went flying. They blew the whistle, and they called it on him.